Michelle Walters.
Did I leave my door open? Wait, you're not from Rolling Mills. You're too handsome to be from Rolling Mills.
No, I'm not. Mrs. Michelle Walters, is it? My name's Adam Jensen.
No. You much too old to be him. You must be from Rolling Mills. And please, it's Miss Walters.
Brent Radford sent me. Do you remember him? He's a detective.
Yes, lovely gentleman. He still has my photos of Adam when he was a baby. Oh, could you be a dear and fetch them for me? I forgot who has them, though.
I have them right here.
Are these the photographs?
Oh, yes. Thank you. I haven't seen Adam Jensen in such a long time. Forever, it seems. Such a happy baby.
Miss Walters, can you tell me about the boy in those photos?
The boy in those photos? Adam. Tragic, really, what happened to his parents. His real parents.
His real parents?
They died in that fire.
The White Helix fire.
I was there. At least those other cribs were empty. I only had to save Adam.
Mrs. Walters, I really need you to focus. What are you talking about?
Why, I already told that nice detective all this already. About the experiments and the fire at White Helix Labs. We knew Adam was special. That's why his parents started the fire, so they didn't do the same thing to the next batch of babies.
So Adam's real parents were trying to protect him. But from what?
Why, from the conspiracy, of course. But I've said too much. Would you be a dear now and go fetch my dinner?
Please,
Miss
I
Walters,
have to know.
please. I know it was a while ago, and remembering all the details might be hard, but do you think you can try and focus for a minute? What did you tell the detective?
Well, Mr. Radford and I spoke about many things. But don't you have meals to deliver? And where is my dinner?
Miss Walters, please. I know it was a...
Well...
Damn it, I was hoping I wouldn't have to use this. She's a beta.
I would love to hear more about the boy in those photographs.
Such a polite and handsome young man. It'll be my pleasure. The boy in the photo, Adam. Jensen was never really his last name, you know. We only gave that to him after the fire.
Fire?
At White Helix Lab. That's where Adam's real parents worked. At least I think they were his parents. All those babies, the gene therapy they went through, but Adam was special.
This was back in 1993.
He survived what they did to those babies.
Right?
He was one of a kind. Then, when we heard they were going to use him to inoculate the next batch of infants...
Wait, what were they doing to the babies?
I wish I could remember. I was just part of a nursing staff. But Adam's parents, they started the fire. Yes, I remember that. They asked me to hide Adam. Then they started the fire. Poor things. They never got out in time.
So they started a fire at White Helix Labs. And you hid me.
No, not you, dear. Adam Jensen. Or at least I think that was his name. Well, I gave him to the Jensens to raise. They were a lovely couple.
Miss Walters, Adam's real parents, who were they?
I'm sorry. What were we talking about?
Damn it, woman!
Oh, when are them Rolling Mills people gonna get here with my dinner?
Miss Walters.
Well...
Damn it, we're not gonna get anywhere.
Thank you for your time, Miss Walters.
Oh, before I forget, if you see Adam, Could you please give him this? It's for all the birthdays and Christmases I've missed. I've been saving them.
I think you've done enough for him.
You've done enough for him, Mrs. Walters. I'm sure he'd want you to keep the money.
So nice of you. Like Mr. Radford and Adam. You know, they called him a genetic marvel. He was ahead of his time. They was hoping to tear out so much from his DNA, but we stopped him. Oh, yes, we did.
Oh my god. But who are my real parents?
Pritchard, I need you to assign a temporary security detail to an apartment on Brooklyn Court until I can figure out a more permanent solution. The woman's name is Walters, Michelle Walters.
Security detail? What the hell, Jensen? Who is
Just
this woman?
do it.
She's family, but she's vulnerable. I'll explain later. Just do this for me, please. And not a word to Sarif. Can I trust you on this, Pritchard?
Christ, Jensen. All right. I'll do it. But there better be a damn good reason for this.
There is. I'll fill you in next time I see you. But right now I need to get back to work. And Pritchard, thanks.
Yeah.
You okay, sweetheart?
A little shaken up.
That was something. So my real parents, well, Jensen's real parents, started the fire at White Helix Labs to allow the nurse, Miss Walters, to sneak him away from all of this craziness. But he was a baby that underwent gene therapy? What kind of gene therapy? What were they doing? Anyway, let's just confront Taggart, and then I think I'll call it a night here. It's almost, I think it's almost 2 a.m. I left my cell phone on my bed. God damn it. Entertaining Detroit. Solo Toe. Hey, what's up, boys?
Everything seems to be under control in the convention center.
Good.
And Taggart? He's on stage now. His protection is deep. Only those with VIP passes can get by the guards.
We'll just stay here and make sure none of those hooligans try to sneak in the back door.
Cool. Bathroom break. Where does this go? Oh, someone's planning to do something naughty. Oh, but. What? Really? Oh, because of that. Because of that. Huh. I'm just adding more ammunition here. I was like, I don't care. Let's see what we got here. I can't. Oh, it's really. Okay. Okay, and these are tranquilizer darts. I haven't used a tranquilizer in a really long time. I just noticed that. And this should let out in the women's restroom, if memory serves. Yes, it does. Wow, what was all that about women's restrooms being cleaner than the men's? Not a whole lot. But this is the place I want to go. Oh, never mind. Never mind. C. Okay, let's go. Excuse me. William Taggart, no better. The myth of human augmentation. I'm gonna deal with you. This place is humongous! Convention centers are humongous. Special conference tonight. Mr. Taggart, head of Humanity Front. You mean Humanity First? Room 2005, invitation only. Detroit Convention Center. Oh.
Third time this escalator has broken down this week.
You think they would actually work and not just sit there looking good? Damn looking good.
Tell me about it. Now with all the damage out there, I doubt we're gonna see any increase in funding anytime soon.
Looks like the only thing escalating are those damn riots. This whole city is going to shit.
You damn right. I could watch these two go on and on and on and on. I mean, these two should have their own talk show. The Detroit janitors. There we go. These two, man.
Ah, hello. It is very commendable when someone like you shows interest in our work.
You think they would actually work and not just sit there looking good? Damn budget cuts.
These two should have their own talk show. I would listen to it forever and a day. Like all the time. Ooh.
I know you probably don't agree with what Mr. Taggart has to say, but you can't deny that he's a powerful speaker.
Mm-hmm. Oh, what the hell? The hell is that? Oh, you're on the phone. You're busy.
Bill is really changing the world for the better.
Or changing it back to what it used to be. To before these people started poisoning their bodies. Or to use his words, their divine engines.
See, I have no problem with amputees wanting to get augmentations.
Especially our soldiers. That's the least they deserve after defending our country. Like Taggart's patient, Ezekiel.
Ezekiel?
Right. And what happened to Ezekiel? He got himself a new limb that sent him into a spiral of despair because of the drugs. Essentially, what Bill Taggart is asking is, do we really want to have a world filled with addicts being forced to pay exorbitant amounts of money to a bunch of corporate neuropozyne pushers?
I just don't get why certain people have this loony idea that augmentations will make the world better.
Well, as you can see by what's going on out there, they have a lot of work to do to convince the world.
Jeez, guys, why not just like split it down the center?
I just can't subscribe to Taggart's Neanderthal opinions. It's like he thinks human development is a sin.
I can't believe there are still people out there with such backward mentalities.
This UN resolution he wants passed is persecution, plain and simple.
Agreed. He loves to claim over and over again what a peaceful organization Humanity Front is. But just look outside. In a non-direct way, he's promoting this kind of reaction.
Well, there have always been nuts like Taggart trying to stop human progress. But by the end of the day, the human need to explore always wins out. He'll be a relic in no time.
I hope you're right. I'm just wondering when Hugh Darrow is going to come out of his shell and take a position. It seems like this whole resolution is on hold until he speaks up.
Wow. So, two different ends of the debate. One, human progress. The other, human purity. How far do you want to go down the robotics road?
No, I'm sorry, but we're not gonna let you. You're not gonna let me? Ha! And do you know how he's gonna influence legislation? How he's going to convince you this is really what you want? With fear! He's already started! Look outside! In our streets. Who do you think whipped up that frenzy? And I don't blame them. I blame people like Taggart. People who are constantly trying to divide us by our differences instead of uniting us by our similarities.
Preach! Preach, woman!
Listen. I've been a victim of this anti-aug backlash. I was attacked simply for having been to a limb clinic. By people who were not augmented. People with an axe to grind. And do you know who saved me? An augmented man, a stranger. So you tell me where the real danger comes from.
She reminds you of someone?
The Humanity Front is just that.
I think she does.
A front for hate mongering.
Alright. So... ooh, I'm about to pass out. I'm super exhausted. She reminds me a lot about that, of a lot of that hobo outside. So,
I'm not getting hot. It just frustrates me how some of you pro-humanists
oh,
act so
here comes the
superior.
clash.
Like you have all the answers to every ethical question ever posed.
Well, who are you to think you can just turn yourself into robots, abuse drugs, and then think you can function freely in our society?
You and that asshole Taggart? Just try to take away my freedom and see what happens.
Some people just need to calm down.